to Krafting Kitty. My name is Erin, and it is October 21st. What? So, we're going to have a bit of a talky video today. I hope you don't mind. But before we start, we're going to look at our next stitch marker from our Elileva stitch marker of the day. This is her fall set, and we're going to see what is in store. Let's do it. Oh, this is cute. It looks like a bowl of apples, and it has 2 purple beads, a gold bead, and a red bead. Oh, that is adorable. There you go. It is so cute. So, is the weather around you guys going crazy? We had autumn, and I was so excited. I thought the weather had finally changed. Yesterday, it was in the mid-80s, and again today, it's a high of 80. It's mid-October. It's like nearing the end of October. I don't get it. It's like 20 degrees above average. I'm not happy. But I am happy with this stitch marker set. It is beautiful as it is in its jumbled glory. That was day 13, so we have 2 more stitch markers left in the Elileva set. We also need to open some of the goodies from my Dragon Horde yarn countdown to Halloween. We have these really cool mini scissors. I like them. They're kind of black with a gold flower on the blade protector, and then little black scissors. Nice. Always handy. Always handy. I'm going to put that back in the box. And then we have October 21st. Now this, remember, is themed from Wicked. And I'm going with Wicked the Musical because the movie's not out yet, is it? Movie's coming soon, I believe. But I've not seen the musical. I've heard it, but I've read the book, so I do love Wicked. So October 21st. Let's see. Ooh, let's see what it's called. Dancing Through Life. Oh, this is pretty. So this has a greenish teal base with some black and some maroon. I was going to say black and maroon, but that's not what I meant to say. Black and navy. Oh, this is pretty. I really like this. There you go. I'm not sure if you can read the label. I'm holding it upside down, so probably not. There you go. So pretty. This is gorgeous. And this is on the Myth Sock base. So fingering weight yarn. It's a 13-day countdown, so I believe there are 12 minis. And then, oh, my camera is yelling at me. And then on the 31st, I will have a 100-gram hank of yarn to open. And like I said, that is from Dragon Horde yarn. It's exciting. Okay, so my camera is yelling at me. I've just realized that. So I think I'm actually just going to do those openings and stop here and edit and get my camera all set up, and then we'll talk more later. How does that sound? I don't know. It feels like a bit of a phone-in, but that's okay. What I wanted to talk about is I've been having an issue, and I'm sure it's an issue we all can relate to, and I wanted to talk about how I am going to try to manage it, and I wanted to hear how you guys manage it, or if you are less naughty than I and don't have this issue. I guess I'll just keep talking and we'll see how the camera goes. Yarn collection management. I have officially reached capacity. I'm kind of embarrassed, but not embarrassed to say that, because I have had a lot of joy in collecting the yarn, and it's beautiful. It brings me happiness, and it's, you know, within the budget. I'm, you know, It's one of my hobbies, but I have officially have no more space to store any yarn. So this led me to say, oh, I thought I was using it at a really good pace, and I am. We're going to talk about yarn usage and numbers at the end of the year, because I'm keeping track. I have a spreadsheet this year, and I'm pretty excited. I'm impressed with myself and my craftiness, but I am, of course, collecting it quicker than I use it, which perhaps is a surprise to no one, and is how most of us operate, unless you are very disciplined. I used to be the disciplined person who just bought yarn for projects, and then I would focus on one project, and that's it. But I do find I'm more productive as I bounce between projects, and I love the inspiration of having my collection. So, what am I going to do? I decided I needed a plan. I need a plan. So, there is going to be probably less openings that you're going to see. But you're going to still see yarn content, because here is what I want to do. In the past, I've opened boxes from the storage, and what I first was going to do was like, well, if I take a box from storage, that means I can make a new order. No, because that's probably more of a one-for-one replacement, and that's not going to cut it. So what I'm going to do is I still want to keep track of my projects, and like every 10 projects keep track of that, because that makes me excited. I like tracking things. I don't know if you guys are the same. But I'm also going to focus on using down the stash, the collection, whatever you want to call it, and not allow myself to make purchases until I take 2 boxes of yarn out of storage. Now, the boxes vary in size. There are some smaller, like USPS flat rate boxes, and then there are the big premier boxes. So I'm not going to cheat and say I'm going to only take small boxes and get that way. I actually think I'm going to have Brian pull the boxes from storage for me. And then we'll go from there. I think you'll have fun with that. So what you are going to see on the channel, I will continue my monthly subscriptions. Oh, my dad is calling. Oh, goodness. Okay, this is not... Had me all worried. He just wanted to talk about some cookbooks. My dad is a very accomplished cook, and he loves collecting cookbooks. So he had gotten a flyer, and he wanted to know if I was interested in a cookbook. I think he was looking for a justification to buy it so he could look at it first. Oh, Dad. He calls for, like, the weirdest reasons, like, oh, I was watching the Weather Channel and it's going to be kind of hot today, or, oh my goodness, I'm in the hospital. There's like no in between. And I totally don't know where I ended what I was talking about. I know we had talked about how my goal is going to be to go through my collection and only make purchases when I take 2 boxes out of storage. I'm going to have Brian pick the boxes. Oh, I was talking about what I was going to still purchase. My yarn subscription. So I've been testing like various subscription services. That will continue, and I'll continue buying my yarn from Thriss and Thriss and Stitches. I kind of consider those my subscriptions. I have decided, though, I'll probably, coming in 2025, still do the full spectrum, but if she does like another year-long thing, I might step back from that, because I haven't even started the sweater I planned with this year's yarn. So, take a step back, but still have some fun. And Brian and I talked, and he is very much encouraging me to still watch for new yarns that come out, because reporting on new yarns is very, very fun. And there are certain ones that I love watching for. The Caron Cakes, new yarns from Joann's, new yarns from Hirschner's. So I think that's actually the 3, I'm going to kind of watch Michael's, Joann's, and Hirschner's. And, you know, I will likely not be making more like full palette color range purchases. More targeted, experimental to see for the new yarns. But he thinks that's an important aspect of the channel, and I agree. And fingers crossed, making those changes, I can work down Ye Olde collection to a more manageable state. Also, in the past, for my giveaways, I have always purchased new yarn to give away. Part of what I'm doing, and I mentioned it in kind of in passing during my weekly roundup, I've decided I'm going to look at least at like each cube in order, and I'm going to pull something out. And I'm either going to say, I know exactly what I'm going to make with this, and I'm going to do it, or I'm going to pull something out that no longer, that I don't know what I want to make with, or it doesn't excite me to make anything with it, and that is going to be, you know, put in my giveaway section, and that's what I'll be using for my giveaways kind of going forward. That's not to say if I see you know, if I buy those new yarns and, you know, give those away, I probably might, who knows. At this point I'm blabbering and I'm kind of lost track of what I was going to say because of the interruption. But yeah, I'm just curious, how do you all approach this? How do you manage it? I know donation is certainly a good option, and I could donate to classrooms or community centers or things like that, senior centers. So maybe I could do some of that. I'm not sure. I think one thing I'll do is see how, I mean, that can be, what happens to the yarn I decide I'm not going to use is a question that can have an evolving answer, I guess is what I'm saying. And yeah, we don't know. But I just kind of wanted to say something because the channel will change a bit. I do have time capsule videos that I can release, so you'll still see yarn content. I think it's fun to do like openings of my storage boxes, because I don't know what's in the storage boxes. I don't label them. I don't like organize them and like know what's in it. So it's going to be a surprise as to what I pull out, and then I can put it on my shelf. And even kind of going through the storage boxes, I'm sure I'll be evaluating the uses of the yarn, and if it still is something I want to hold on, or if I'm willing to say, let's have somebody else have fun with this and move on to something else. Because there's a lot here. And that's okay. It happens. I think some people get judged or shamed for their collections, and I don't see a problem with collecting something that brings you joy, as long as you do so in a way that is responsible for your family. And, you know, Brian and I both have our hobbies, and we work within the budgets we set. And, you know, I'm working within the space. The yarn is a physical product that takes up a lot of space. And now I have used the space, and I need to say, I'm done until I can reclaim some space. So that's what we're doing. So yeah, you know, you never think maybe I'm going to reach capacity until you do. That's okay. That's okay. So yeah, I'm excited. I think this is kind of like a new adventure, and I'm like I said, I'm excited by this prospect to see just how much I can do. So I hope you all come and join me on this journey. I hope no one sees it as like a judgment of people buying yarn, because that is not it. If I did not have storage constraints, nothing would change. So I fully support everyone following their joy within their means and you know, making themselves happy. You do you, people. If you are somebody who is able, you know, who just buys per project, congratulations. That is awesome. If you're somebody who does buy more in bulk and take advantage of sales so you can, you know, make your craft dollars stretch further, that's how I look at it. Like, I take advantage of sales so I could get the product to make all the things I want to make, which is so much stuff. But, you know, that means you have a lot of stuff in storage until you get to that point. And I guess I don't know why I'm belaboring the point. I think you guys probably understand what I'm saying. So yeah, let me know how you kind of handle the storage situation, and if you've kind of reached the point where you have to say, nope, no mas, no more. I'm gotta slow things down here. Okie dokie. I am going to talk to you all later.